Okay, Nancy, that's what I want.
Guests and fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
A warm welcome to meeting number 17th of Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. I am Toastmaster Dharma Pereira, your sergeant at arms today's meeting. Today is 17th October 2023. We are going to conduct our 17th meeting. Isn't it a special day? Okay, I am sure you are also excited as I am. The meeting will be locked for 2 hours and you are expected to stay for the entire duration. Before we start meeting, I want to highlight some key points. Your video should be on and the audio should be off. Audio should be on only when you are called to speak or need to speak. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmaster International does not put any restrictions on speaking on these topics at the Gabbys Online Toastmaster Club. However, we request all speakers and all takers to be mindful and responsible and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Also, I urge you to be cognizant of the fact that we as a club practice diversity and inclusion in letter and in spirit. Hence, ensure there are no sexist, racist, or any other such undertones which create hostility and discomfort for members or guests. Let me now call upon our presiding officer for today's meeting. Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club Vice President Education and working as full stack developer in Travelopia and as a tech trainer also. He is a movie lover and he loves storytelling and listening to music. He always tries to be his best version. He is none other than our Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal. Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal, over to you.
Thank you for such a warm welcome, fellow Toastmasters and guests. That was our Sergeant at Arms, Sudharma Pereira. Give a big round of applause for her for that lovely start of the meeting. Okay, a very good evening to all of you. It's my pleasure to presiding over the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. I call upon this meeting number 17 to order. Tuck, 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 tuck. I would like to welcome and acknowledge the presence of all guests to our meeting and also visiting Toastmasters. And I would like to ask few introductions from our guests. From where are you? How did you get to know about Gabbys Toastmasters Club? And please let us call upon, I guess we do have Priyamvada. Could you please introduce yourself? You're from which place? Or how did you get to know about Toastmasters, Gabbys Toastmasters Club? Priyamvada Sharma, are you there? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, Toastmaster Karthik.
Yes.
So hi, I'm Priyamada. Previously, I was a member of IMSUC Speaker Genesis Toastmasters Club, and so I just know Gabbys from there, and I really like your meeting. So today I came to know like there is a meeting on nature, I think. So I just joined.
Okay, thank you, Priyamvada, for joining Gabbys, and I hope you will like today's meeting as well. So we'll keep up your expectations. Okay, so let us call upon our next guest. Do we have any other guests? Though we have Sir Suresh, but I think he is no more a guest. He has been attending our club meetings actively, sir. But do you want to introduce yourself, sir? Suresh, sir, Toastmaster Suresh.
Yeah, hello everybody. My name is Suresh, as you already know. I'm not new to Gabbys. I've been with Gabbys from the time of your inceptions, and I've come here several times. I've also spoken at your club. I have a lot of friends here, and I hope to make new friends here. And I'm really looking forward to a nice, engaging meeting today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suresh. Thank you for that introduction. Okay, so
Toastmaster Karthik, you are on mute.
oh, I'm really sorry. Sometimes it happens. So due to paucity of time, we don't have an opportunity to have each of you to introduce yourself, but would love to know you. I would urge you to use the chat function to share a brief intro of yours. We will ask you to share feedback at the end of meeting. Also, please join Gabbys guest WhatsApp group by scanning the QR code on the Zoom background we have. And also I'll be sharing the chat link, the guest group link in the WhatsApp, in the chat of Zoom chat. For the benefit of guests, I would want to reiterate that the Toastmasters is a home to people who wish to their fear of public speaking. Not only that, if you love to connect and network with others, if you want to hone your leadership skills, Toastmasters is the place for you. It's a safe place to learn, unlearn, and relearn. We are proud to carry forward this 100 years old legacy, which is spanned over 100 plus countries. So we do have an important updates from Gabbys Toastmasters Club and Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. That is, we are conducting our Speechcraft Season 3, and we are also having a stall of Durga Puja. We are also having a stall in Bengaluru Durga Puja Committee, that is in Manfo Convention Center in Bangalore. So if you wish to come and volunteer for that, you are all welcome to volunteer to make our Speechcraft program go higher with many participants, so that even they get a chance to get a place of learning, a place of improving their public speaking skills. So that was about one of the update of Gabbys. Now let me call upon the Toastmaster of the day, who will take over the stage with the wonderful theme he has brought to us. So he is none other than an electrical engineer by profession, working at Moragula Hydropower Project, Sri Lanka. In his free time, he enjoys playing badminton and tending, and he loves gardening. He has a deep passion for engaging in welfare and charity activities. That's so good of you, Toastmaster. And he is none other than Toastmaster Gihan. So Toastmaster Gihan is ready to take us a ride into the world, and that world is in a color of green, which represents nature, which represents many other things, but I'll not reveal what it is. I will keep it up to Toastmaster of the day. So over to you, Toastmaster Gihan.
Thank you very much, dear presiding officer Toastmaster Karthik, for such warm welcome and kind introduction. Let's give a big round of applause for him. My dear esteemed Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests, green world. What does green world mean? It is an idea or vision of a world that is environmentally sustainable, ecologically balanced, and in harmony with nature. It's a world where humans and the natural world coexist in a way that benefits both. What is the importance of maintaining an environmental healthy world? What do you think? Any volunteer? What is the importance of maintaining an environmental healthy world? Dear Toastmasters, any volunteer?
Then only we can live peacefully.
Okay, then Toastmaster Samita.
Yes, if we keep it healthy, we will have good oxygen to breathe in and good place to live in.
Okay, thank you very much. And anyone else? Toastmaster Jyoti. Toastmaster Jyoti, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
I'm saying where we can create a peaceful world for our future generation.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much for your kind thoughts. Maintaining an environmental healthy world is important for a variety of reasons that impact both present and future generations. Human health, as some Toastmasters said, clean air, safe drinking water, and uncontaminated food. Then biodiversity, that is the foundation of a stable and resilient ecosystem. Climate change mitigation. Then ecosystem services like water puration, flood control, and nutrient cycling. Then likewise, there are so many importance of the environmental, healthy environment. So now it's time to call upon our general evaluator to introduce the role as well as to introduce the tackle team. Today, our general evaluator is a content writer and passionate reader. She is an introvert who finds joy in conversation. She immerses herself in diverse music genres and languages, while her free evenings are spent treasure hunting in vintage book and stationery stores. Hailing from Mumbai, she cherishes the sunrises and sunsets at Marine Drive. She is none other than Toastmaster Joanne Joseph. Toastmaster Joanne Joseph, over to you to introduce your role as well as the Taggle team today.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gihan. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity for being your general evaluator today for this meeting. As a general evaluator, my responsibility is to evaluate the meeting from start till the end. Every role player, speaker, as well as evaluator, and help to give feedback to make the meeting better. To do this, I have a team of 4 people, which is usually called as a Taggle team, the timer, our counter, grammarian, and listener. Tonight, the timer for this meeting is Toastmaster Dev Parashar. Zoom Master, can you please spotlight Toastmaster Dev? Dev is currently pursuing his BCA. He says he loves swimming and listening to music. He likes interacting with as many people as he can. Over to you, Toastmaster Dev. Please tell us the role of the timer.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. As we all know, the time is very important in our life. So as to keep our time intact today, I will be doing the timer's role. For the prepared speeches, we have 3 prepared speeches of 5 to 7 minutes. I will show the green card at 5 minutes, the yellow card at 6 minutes, and red card at 7 minutes. For the there is 30 seconds of grace period on the both sides, upper and lower hand. For the evaluation, I will be showing the green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and red card at 3 minutes. There is also 30 seconds of grace period on the both sides. For the table topic session, I will be showing the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at the 1 minute, 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. There is only 30 second grace on the upper side. I will submit my report whenever called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you, and over to you, our general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dev. Thank you. Now, next we have the R counter for the meeting today. And today the R counter is Toastmaster Sandeep. Sandeep has recently retired from his corporate career after working for the last 27 years. His last job was that of a senior engineering manager at Amazon. Sandeep was an active Toastmaster for 8 years between 2008 and 16 and took a break since then. But now he's restarting his Toastmasters journey. Over to you, Toastmaster Sandeep. Please tell us what is the role of the R counter.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of our counter role is to make a note of words and sounds that can be used as crutch or the pause fillers. During the meeting, I'll make a note of all the overused words, including well, but, so, you know, or any other most commonly overused words. I'll also listen to the filler sounds, for example, oh, I'll also make a note of when a speaker repeats a word or a phrase, such as this means, just use as a filler. And end of the meeting, I'll present my report about how people have used their crutches, fillers, and any other repetitive words. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sandeep, for that crisp and clear description of the R counter's role. Next, we have the grammarian for tonight, and that role is played by Toastmaster Jyoti Mandal. Jyoti is working in CoSpy Intelligence Analytics Company since the past 6 years. By passion, she is a health coach and a nutrition advisor, helping people in weight management and lifestyle issue reversals. That's her goal. Over to you, Toastmaster Jyoti.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take notes of any misuses of the English language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. So today's word of the day is mellifluous, meaning sounding sweet and smooth or pleasant to hear. For example, Lata Mangeshkar is known for her mellifluous voice. Whoever uses the word of the day will get thumbs up. Thank you. I'll submit my report at the end of this meeting. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyoti, for the description of the grammarian in a mellifluous voice, as usual. Next, we have the listener for tonight, which is Toastmaster Shilpi Tiwari. Shilpi hails from Chhattisgarh and is an MBA holder with 3 years of work experience in HR. She's a Reiki practitioner and a certified NLP practitioner. Right now, she says she's enjoying motherhood with her 3-month-old baby, Ayan. Over to you, Shilpi.
Thank you, Ma'am General Evaluator. As a listener, I will be keenly listening to all speakers. And at the end, I will come back with questions when called upon by General Evaluator Madam to check how attentively you were all listening, because a good listener can be a great speaker. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shilpi. And that was the introduction of my Taggle team. We will bring our report of the Taggle team as well as the evaluators and general evaluation at the end of the meeting. Thank you so much. And over to you, Tia Mudigihan.
Thank you very much, Madam General Evaluator. Let's give a big round of applause for her and her team. Let's move on to the regular Toastmaster meeting. So there are 3 sections of regular Toastmaster meeting. First one is the prepared speech section. Second one is the table topic section. And third one is the general evaluation section. Now let's move on to the first section, that is prepared speech section. For this section, today there are 3 speakers. Today our first speaker has devoted 7 years to the sales arena, collaborating with India's iconic brand, Noquick.com. For the past 2 years, she has spread her wings in the field of training and development, conducting proficiency enhancement sessions for diverse audiences in India. After she moved to US, she became a soft skill trainer, joined Toastmasters International to sharpen her soul of public speaking and leadership skills. She is none other than Toastmaster Smoothie. Toastmaster Smoothie is attempting Level 1 Project 2 in Persuasive Influence Pathway. And the purpose statement of this project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Timer, please note down. The time limitation for this speech is 5 to 7 minutes. This speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Samita. Toastmaster Samita, you are there, no?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. Toastmaster Smurti, are you ready? Toastmaster Smurti, at the hub, a crossroad. At the hub, a crossroad, Toastmaster Smurti. Over to you.
There are moments in our life when we find ourselves at crossroad. The choices we make in those moments can define the rest of our days. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guest, what do you do at a crossroad? How about a crossroad of choices and options? Can you think? They say life is a walk in the rain. You can shelter or step outside. I stepped outside, and mine
was a walk inside a Subway, the new healthy joint in town. There was a rumor that people with fancy spoken English could dare to step inside and place the order. It was the year 2009. I was an overconfident young enthusiast just stepped out from high school. My face of I know everything suddenly got shaken up when life presented a lot of choice in front of me at the Subway. Friends, it takes less than 5 minutes to place an order for a sub. But that day, it was a roller coaster ride of full 300 seconds of my self introspection. I still remember my first face off with the lady at the counter. How are you doing today? What would you like to have? She asked me with an accent. I was from CBSE background. They don't teach us accent at school. My real Toastmaster journey, I guess, started at that moment, so I decided to stick to my prepared speech. I tried to maintain my dignity and replied, "One veg patty sub, please." But she was ready with her impromptu question. She asked, "Do you want the bread to be with cheese or without cheese? And which bread would you like to prefer? Multigrain, Italian cheese or herb? Wheat bread, white bread, honey oats bread?" "Cheese with any bread of your choice." I interrupted her to look smart. To which she further asked, "Which cheese? American, Swiss, feta, cheddar, mozzarella, America. Yeah, I said that. "Oh, you mean American cheese?" She laughed out loud along with her co-workers. "Yes, ma'am," I nervously replied. She took 1 minute to toast the bread, and I took that entire 60 seconds to swallow my ego and confidence. She came right back, just like lightning after thunder, and popped up the next toughest choice of life. "Choose your veggies, please." Vegetables, that sounds familiar. I can nail this question, I assumed. As I gathered my shattered self-esteem, I heard lettuce, onion, tomato, cucumber, bell pepper, banana pepper, spinach, jalapeno, pickle. What would you like to add? This is not fair. This is completely out of syllabus because few vegetables I never heard before. Who said class 10th and 12th board examinations are tougher? That day, the 17-year-old me was questioning the very existence, essence, and presence of life and its choices inside the Subway. I turned around to assemble my soul and spirit when I saw an army of people standing behind me in a queue waiting for their turn and overhearing my conversation. Now the entire town is going to judge me based on my choice of sub. I was terrified, petrified, and tired. My stomach was in knots, and I was all over the places when she again popped up and asked me zillion questions like choice of sauce, choice of drink, choice of cookie, take it or have it, payment by cash or card. Enough. I had enough for that day. Somehow I managed to place my order, made the payment, grabbed my stuff, covered my face, and rushed out of the door. Choices and options, dear friend. That's the crossroad we are discussing today. We get overwhelmed when life forces us to make a single choice from numerous options. We arrive at many crossroads, and every day we get to choose. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, never hesitate. Never hesitate to dive into the options and choices and voice out your choices. Once chosen, be devoted, committed, and dedicated to your selection. No matter how awful my experience was the other day, but to be honest, that day I had one of the best veggie patty sub of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, Many have traveled through this crossroad. One day, you too must come on board. Avoid the outside noise, listen to your inner voice, and make the right choice. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Smoothie, for such wonderful speech. Let's give a big round of applause for her. Today, our second speaker is based out of Bangalore and works with the human capital consulting firm as director. His aim is to become a motivational speaker and create an impact through power of words. He is none other than Toastmaster Amit. Toastmaster Amit is attempting level 1 project in leadership development pathway. And the purpose statement of this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance speech. Timer, please note down that the time limitation for this speech is 5 to 7 minutes. This speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Upasana. Toastmaster Upasana, are you there?
Yes, I am there.
Okay. Toastmaster Amit, are you ready?
Yes, can you hear me well?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm ready.
Toastmaster Amit, cultivating a winning mindset. Cultivating a winning mindset. Toastmaster Amit, over to you.
Well, thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. India, 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 India. I think we have all heard about that noise a few days back. The atmosphere was electric. It was the biggest clash of the titans. India versus Pakistan match. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the biggest sports arena, the 50-50 World Cup, and the biggest clash, which is India versus Pakistan. We have all seen the excitement around the match of India versus Pakistan. There was so much of excitement. Over a billion people watching this match, either in stadiums or on their televisions. As per a news which was reported recently, the who's who, the richest of the Indians, flew down to Ahmedabad to witness this match in their chartered flights. And my dear friends, those chartered flights costing somewhere in the range of 5 lakhs to 25 lakhs. Whopping amount. So much of excitement. I too was really excited about this match. As I woke up on Saturday, I was reliving some of my childhood days. The match started at 2 p.m. I was watching this match ball by ball. And for some point of time, I also went downstairs in my society to watch the match on the big screen where it was on the projector. People enjoying with food and with their families. The atmosphere was electric. Now, while I was watching this match, Pakistan at one point of time was doing really well at 155 for the loss of 2 wickets. However, Indian bowlers ripped through the middle order of Pakistan and Pakistan came faltering to a meager score of 192. Now, that was an easy score and India started with a bang. It was such a good innings. India reached home comfortably with just the loss of 3 wickets. Now, while I was watching this match, what came to my mind as a reminder that how through last few years India has gone on to become the number one team in the World Cup cricket. We all remember the days when India was disqualified in the year 2007 and to this very day when it's the number one team in the World Cup. Now, what has created this? India showed character and showed a winning mindset right from the start. Now, as I was thinking about this, I was thinking what a winning mindset is. I chanced upon this book, which is called Mindset, written by the author Dr. Carol S. Dweck. Dr. Carroll talks about three strategies which can definitely help us create a winning mindset. The first strategy, difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. And what typically are these? A fixed mindset. Now, people with fixed mindsets typically think that they are born with certain skills, certain attributes, certain leadership traits, and that cannot be improved upon. They are always in a competition to prove themselves bigger. Now, people with growth mindset think that there is a certain amount of elasticity always possible in terms of their abilities, terms of their intellectual power, in terms of their knowledge. Absolutely always possible. And therefore, they work towards cultivating their own innate abilities. If they are not born leaders, they can go on to become better leaders. If they are very less networking people, they can go on to cultivate skills of networking. So that's the first thing which Dr. Carroll talks about. In reference to this, the second thing which Dr. Carroll talks about this is how people with growth mindset and fixed mindset view success and failures. People with growth mindset see success as something they always want to improve upon themselves. They want to show the best version of themselves. If they are in a sports field, they want to show that okay, they are able to do well at the best of their abilities. People with fixed mindset always think that they are better than others. They think that their others winning means they're losing. So that's the second thing which we have to remember. The third thing is how to create this winning mindset, how to cultivate this winning mindset. And my dear Toastmasters, again, there are three strategies which can help us create a winning mindset. One is to embrace failures. Now, at one point of time or the other, we have come upon some life failures or other. We should see life failures as stepping stones to success. Second is also about learning. Always be there to learn. Think about how you can improve upon yourselves. And third is about surrounding yourself with winning people. Now, how has this helped me in terms of my own cultivation of a winning mindset? When I was talking about my icebreaker speech earlier, I said that I was a very shy and timid person. I always used to think that I'm not a good public speaker. And when this opportunity was presented to me that okay, I have to join Toastmasters to improve upon myself, I said that I want to become a motivational speaker through the power of words. To my childhood self, it would look like what a nice statement to make. But to my grown up self now, with a winning mindset, I'm thinking about 30 years down the line. I want to become a motivational speaker. And to all of you today, my dear Toastmasters, you have joined Toastmasters to improve your leadership skills and communication skills. You are already cultivating a winning mindset, and you are already winners. With that note, back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Amit, for that insightful speech. Let's give him a big round of applause. Today, our third speaker is a dedicated educator and researcher. He is an alumni of St. Stephen's and is specialized in modern history. She has worked with Piramal Foundation, ex-assistant content manager and sub-editor of LXL Ideas. She is a mom, a foodie, a movie buff, artist, and a huge introvert. She is none other than Toastmaster Abigail. Toastmaster Abigail is attempting Level 1 Project 4 in Dynamic Leadership Pathway. And the purpose statement of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as the speech evaluator during a club meeting, and for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. Timer, please note down the time limitation for this speech is 5 to 7 minutes. This speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Suresh Madhavan. Toastmaster Suresh, are you there? Yes, okay. Toastmaster Abigail, are you ready? Toastmaster Abigail, listening the actual superpower. Listening the actual superpower, Toastmaster Abigail. Over to you.
Good evening, guests and fellow Toastmasters. Today I'm here before you to talk about a skill that we all need and actually is the basis of human connections. This skill, I call it as listening. Why do you think listening is so important? Listening is the most challenging thing for us because we have a lot of thoughts. We have a lot of point of view, like hundreds and millions of thought to share, but we don't have the patience to listen, to be able to understand. Of course, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth because we need to be able to listen more to be able to communicate and authentically converse with each other. Because communication is actually the basis for forming actual authentic bonds. Do you know Nelson Mandela has talked about listening? He says that be the last one to speak, which means that you need to, it doesn't mean that you have to be irrelevant or passive in your communication. It means that you need to be a good listener to be able to communicate well to people. Yes, you cannot avoid this aspect of listening in order to communicate, because that's actually the basis of every relationship. So the thing is that how many of you are, you can confidently say that I'm a good listener by raise of hands? Okay. So I'll do an activity in which if someone can be volunteer, like 2 people, if you can be a volunteer. So the prompt of this activity is that one question I'll give, and 2 people should be able to volunteer. Is anyone willing, or should I just call out names? Upasna and Amit.
Okay, I'm here.
Yes. Yeah. Sure. So Amit should be the listener, and Upasna should be the speaker. And then while Upasna is the speaker, and reverse. All right. So the question is, can you recollect an incident? So this is for 30 seconds. Can you recollect an incident which touched you? So Upasna should be sharing this to Amit, and Amit should be sharing this to Upasna while each other are listening, not together, like one after the other.
Should I start?
Sure, sure.
I went to a temple in Uttarakhand, that is Neem Karoli Dham. There I had a small boy of 5-6 years around. So when the aarti completed, I did not get the prasad. So I just looked around, and this cute little boy said, "Didi, you did not get the prasad." I nodded no. So he gave me his prasad. And that touched my heart, because we as adults refrain to do that. But as a kid, he did not even hesitate, and he just gave it to me. I felt so happy and so blessed. My heart became full. Thank you.
Okay.
For 30 seconds clearly. And now Amit.
Okay, the questions will be after that, Abigail.
Same question.
Okay, all right. So I'll go next. I think I would want to talk about a movie incident or a movie scene. I think many of you would have seen that movie. I'm talking about this movie called Swades. This was in the year 2005, and some by chance that I had gone to visit my brother. I was not supposed to go to watch this movie, but one of his friends backed out, and to my fortune, I was fortunate enough to watch this movie. There is a specific scene in this movie where Shah Rukh Khan is in a train, and there is a small boy. And Upasana, this came in by listening to your speech. Uh, there's a small boy who is holding with who's selling teacups like tea, and and Shah Rukh Khan has to pay, and he doesn't have change, and he's counting till the time it has moved on. The train has moved on.
Time's up.
Okay.
Sorry. So now I'll give 30 seconds for one of them to summarize what the other person said. All right. So
Should I start?
Okay.
no, one of them I choose. So Amit, what did Upasana say?
So Upasana said that she had gone to a temple in Uttarakhand, I believe. I think and there were people who were, she was praying, and people who were getting prasad. And there was a small boy who came up to her and asked her, "Did you get prasad?" And she said, "No, I didn't get prasad." But that small boy was so good that he offered prasad to Upasana, and that kind of touched her a lot.
So is that what you said, Upasana?
Sort of. So the boy did not ask me. I just looked around and then he approached me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything is right.
So yeah, so my point was that listening is a very important skill that you use your 2 years, and you stop interrupting people with your own point of view in order to clearly and cooperatively listen. So I can remember an incident. And do you think it's just only, cognitive function or an emotional function? Is it just a thinking function or is it an emotional function?
Combination of both.
Yeah. So it's a combination. So I remember an incident in which I was in a village where they only spoke Marwadi, and I was communicating with them in Hindi. I lived with a villager. She was an Anganwadi worker who used to go to the local village school. So one day I remember there was a starry night in which she was sitting, and tears rolled down her eyes, and she was sharing to me that her mother-in-law never gave her hot rotis in the entire duration of 12 years that she was the bahu. So, which means that she trusted me. She trusted me to share something very, very safe, very, very disheartening for her, saying that, that's how important I am in her life, that sort of thing. So, listening is not just about spilling certain kind of thoughts and things like that. It is beyond language. It is sometimes with gestures that you share, and only through listening do we gain and bind trust in people. So what if parents can be better listeners, and children are listened to better? There would be less scarred individuals and more wholesome, holistic human beings forming if we listen carefully. That's the power of listening. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Abigail, for that fantastic speech. Let's give big round of applause for her. Now, timer, please. Could you please tell me there are any disqualification of prepared speech?
Yes, there is only one disqualification. That is Toastmaster Abhigil. She went 8 minutes 39 seconds.
Okay, then Master, please launch the polls for the best prepared speaker. Meanwhile, let's move with the today's theme, the green world. We were discussing about an environmental healthy world. Unfortunately, the depletion of environmental healthy world is visible in various aspects of day-to-day life. What are the reasons to deplete the green world? Any volunteer? What are the reasons to deplete this green world?
What are the reasons for?
Deplete the green world. I mean the reduction of that environmental healthy world.
Okay, so I mean you mean the hazardous things which we do for environment, how to reduce it?
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster.
So that means one thing what we can do as citizens of this earth, as people of this earth, is start growing more and more plants, start using leaded petrols, so which we all have been learning throughout our schools, throughout our colleges. So apply the same things. There is nothing new. We already have been taught of all these things. Just it's that treat Mother Earth as your own and start treating it well by growing more trees. So that is what I wanted to share.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster for that thoughts. Anyone else? What are the reasons for the depletion of green world?
I think it's because of use of products and consumerism, capitalism.
Yes, exactly. So there are a lot of reasons for the depletion of environmental healthy world, like deforestation. That means widespread cutting down of forests for agriculture, logging and urban development. Then pollution of air, water and soil from industrial agriculture and domestic activities, burning of fossil fuels, greenhouse gases, rapid urbanization, introduction of non-native species, production of vast amount of waste, including plastic waste, electronic waste, and hazardous material. Likewise, there are so many reasons for the depletion of that environmental healthy world. So by saying that, let's move to a small break. Now the time is 8 past 18. So let's take a 5-minute break. Then let's Toastmaster Karthik, let's take 5-minute break or 3-minute
Yes,
break.
yes, 5 minutes break. We'll join back at 8:23.
23, yes. Hello, Toastmasters. Let's move on with the agenda. Now we will move to the second section of our meeting today. That is the impromptu speech. Today our table topic master is the finance manager at Preston, Sri Lanka. She is a fellow chartered accountant and she is interested in learning new things, getting to know new people, and traveling to new places. Please welcome our table topic master, Toastmaster Sudharma. Toastmaster Sudharma, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Gihan. Table topics enable a member to develop skills of impromptu speaking. Table topics help train members to quick organize and express their thoughts. You can think of the table topic as a mini speech, like opening, body, conclusion. Guests also can attend this table topic session in our meeting also. And please remember, time is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, timer will show green card, 1 minute and 30 seconds, yellow card, and red card at 2 minutes. 30 seconds grace period also allowed. So, my dear Toastmasters, shall we try our topics based on our theme, Green World? I would like to invite as first speaker, Toastmaster Samita. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. Toastmaster, now I can share. How can you go green in this festive season? How can you go green in this festive season? Samita, Toastmaster Samita.
Hello, everybody. If we look closely at the festivals that we have ample scope to go green. But do we do so? No. In present times, we have shifted our focus more to glitz and glamour than looking at Mother Earth and how we are treating it. Let us take the festival of Diwali or the Navratri that is going on. We will see the immense use of POP in building the idols. We see plastics being used, and we have those small, beautiful lights which has its origin and end within that 15 days time. These are cheap. These looks good, but are they ecological friendly? No, they are not. Gone are the days when we would be happy having the leaves and flowers and simple decorations, but more focusing on how we can make ourselves better human beings by following the rituals. Fasting, not feasting. Why am I talking of feasting? Because you will see in front of every pandal, there will be thousands and thousands of littered plastic cups and plates and spoons. Do we really care about the gods? No, we don't. The gods would be horrified if they saw how just 2 feet away from where we are worshipping them to how dirty we make the Mother Earth. Won't they be pleased if we use some environmental friendly material? I think every one of us need to introspect and find out where can we go green. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samita. Actually, yes, God will hate us. Actually, God is a loving God, but He will hate us for polluting the nature. Yeah, thank you for the message. Then let's go to our next topic. Toastmaster Anand, would you like to attend our second topic?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to come on camera also?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. Eco-friendly practices at home. Eco-friendly practices at home, Toastmaster Anand.
Eco-friendly practices at home. Absolutely, ma'am. we should be eco-friendly. Otherwise, the environment get deteriorated. Recent study says that usage of this monosodium glutamate, a flavor enhancer, the taste enhancer, if you use in the recipes, that has damaged the ecosystem. The study says that that causes the hole in the ozone. And also the refrigerator, what we are using, that also got some of the impact on the ecosystem. So what I'm suggesting is that let us avoid the plastic, which is deteriorating the ecosystem. The e-wasters, what we are using, the mobile phone, we are putting in the garbage. Finally, the garbage, it goes to the sea. The fish, they are consuming that. It contains a lot of arsenic and mercury in that. Completely, if you consume that fish, what happened? It causes a central nervous system toxicity, leading to various neuropsychiatric manifestation, age-old Alzheimer's disease, dementia, all because of the heavy metals. For children, it causes autism. If a mother is expected, if she consumes fish, is very good for health because it contains omega-3 fatty acid. But alarming is that it contains mercury as a toxin that causes delayed developmental milestone as well as the autism. So these are all the various problems we are encountering. So we, as a educated person and the government, we have to take a necessary action to reduce the e-wastage and right and the usage of plastics, everything. We should be environment freely. So this is a first step we need to take. So thank you very much for giving a nice topic. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. Actually, it's like a mini education session for me. Thank you for giving that topic and attempted like that. Thank you. Then I would like to invite our guest, BP.
BP Kotial.
Kotial. Sorry if I pronounced mistakenly. Our guest BP Kotial, would you like to attend? I hope
you can move on.
Okay, I will go. Toastmaster Manvi Kumar, would you like to attend the next topic? Toastmaster Manvi?
Sure. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Okay, just give me a second. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Can you see me now? And can you hear me?
Yes, I can see, I can hear. Okay. Toastmaster Manvi's topic. Wipe out pollution before or it wipes you out. Wipe out pollution before it wipes you out.
To all the people who love visiting outdoors, and to all the individuals who love traveling, you might have witnessed how much the pollution has increased around the world. Whenever we go out for traveling in mountains, what we see is fresh air, the beauty of nature, and we run towards it just because it calms our mind, it calms our soul, and that is the only reason most of the people love visiting mountains. I am one of them. So, what exactly happened is we have many vehicles and at our places. We have many pollution creating vehicles specifically. And what we lack is planting trees. What we lack is in saving the environment by creating more and more greenery around us. That is the only reason the place where we live in, the place we are surrounded with is most populated. But the place we love to visit. The place that calms our mind and our soul down, that gives us peace, has no or very minimal pollution there. So, my dear friends, before pollution wipes you out with different diseases, with different allergies, why not let's plant trees around our houses or around our environment, and let's wipe the pollution out before it wipes us out. Table topic master, do you plant trees around your environment? Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mami. Yeah, in my science class teacher, I used to plant a tree per year, but I tried, I couldn't. I will try in future. Thank you for reminding. Okay, let's go on to our next topic. Toastmaster Suresh Madhavan, would you like to attend our next topic?
Yeah, I don't mind. I'll give it a try, please.
Thank you. Going paperless. Going paperless. Toastmaster Suresh Madhavan.
Say around 15 or 20 years back, going paperless was something quite unimaginable. I belong to an era when I worked in offices where paper was extensively used, and you had a secretary, you dictated your notes, and she would type out the letter and she would file it, which would be retrieved later for official use or when a reference needed to be made. Those days are gone. It doesn't exist anymore. What happens now is that everything has gone digital, and this has multiple benefits, this aspect of going digital. You can eliminate with the services of a secretary, you can put her skills to better use rather than just typing and filing away the papers. She can do more productive work. And what happens in a paperless office is that it kind of creates a kind of ambience where you have huge files and stacks of paper all over the place. That is completely eliminated. And the executive himself is liberated because he doesn't need to rely on the assistance which is provided by a secretary, because he can access everything because everything is cataloged, everything is indexed, and just with a click of a button, he can retrieve the information which is required. So I'm one who advocates a paperless office or going without paper, because it is actually redundant in today's world and in the times in which we live in. So that is my take on going paperless. Thank you for asking me this question. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhavan, for giving such a wonderful speech. Actually, it is a good speech. Thank you for giving us such a speech with short period. Now, I would like to invite Toastmaster Neha, our president of Gabbys Online Club. Toastmaster Neha, would you like to attend a table topic?
Actually, I'm traveling, so I'm not sure how stable my network would be. So I think I'll just observe for today.
Okay, sure. Next, I would like to invite Toastmaster Upasana. Would you like to attend our next topic?
Sure.
Yeah, I know. If you had the power to change one environmental policy globally, what would it be? I put it in chat. Can you see it? If you had the power to change one environmental policy globally, what would it be?
As per today's or as per latest census, it is counted that India has become densely populated and it is in number 1 position. And thanks to our population, that every house has minimum of 2 vehicles, either a 2-wheeler and a 4-wheeler or both 2-wheeler. We as human beings love to show off. So we will make sure that each of our family member brings out their own vehicle on the road. And this causes not only your air pollution, sound pollution, but also a traffic jam. So the one thing which I would want to change is the usage of public transport. Every day I have to travel to my office, which takes minimum 1 hour. But while returning, it takes me 2 hours. And that too, I stay in Calcutta, which is not that heavily populated like Bangalore. When I stayed in Bangalore, time was infinity. And I'm sure people who live in Bangalore, they understand, because the amount of traffic jam which we had over there was immense. And this can be only curbed if we use public transport. The public transports are efficient, the buses work efficiently, the local autos work efficiently. And I believe that if we start using public transport more and more, the air pollution, not only the air pollution, but also the noise pollution will decrease a lot. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Upasana, giving us that detailed introduction and speech. Thank you very much. Now, with the limitation of time, I would like to hand over today's session to our Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Gihan, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudharma, for such wonderful table topic session. Let's give a big round of applause to our table topic master and all the speakers. Timer, please, could you tell me, are there any disqualification of table topics?
No, all the TT speakers are qualified.
Okay, thank you. Dear Zoom Master, please launch the polls for the table topic speakers. Green world. There are many habits and actions we can adopt in our daily life to contribute to a healthier environment. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Minimize waste by reducing your consumption, reusing items, and recycling materials. Conserve energy. Use energy-efficient appliances, turn off lights and electronics when not in use, and consider renewable energy sources like solar or wind power. Conserve water. Fix leaks. Use water-saving appliances and be mindful of water usage in daily activities like showering and watering plants. Plant trees and maintain green spaces. Practice sustainable gardening. These habits can make a positive difference in maintaining an environmentally healthy world. By saying that, let's move on to our next section, that is the general evaluation section. To guide us through this section, please welcome our general evaluator, Toastmaster Joanne Joseph. Toastmaster Joanne, over to you. Toastmaster Joanne, you are on mute.
Thank you. Am I audible now? Yeah. Thank you so much. We are now at the final session of the meeting, the general evaluation. And we'll do it very simply. We'll call in the evaluators, let them evaluate. Then we'll do the taggle team report. And finally, my general evaluation. So our first speaker tonight was Toastmaster Smriti Mohanty, and she will be evaluated by Toastmaster Samita. Zoom Master, please spotlight Smriti and Samita together, as well as the timer. Samita has a 30+ years experience in the academia as a principal, and now she works as a trainer. She is a mother of 2 wonderful children, and it is her son Souvik who introduced her to Toastmasters. She says, I'm enjoying the journey, looking forward to the process of becoming a captivating speaker. Samita, the timing is 2 to 3 minutes. Over to you.
My target speakers will be. I love the way you had narrated the story of how you had been in that subway and your choices. That was very well. Starting with a question always captivates the audience. They're hooked, they start thinking. That's very well done. Usage of words and language. Wow, I loved it. Lighting up after thunder, gathering my shattered self-esteem, all were very well put in and structured in your speech. However, there are certain things which I feel you can implement to become better. This is my take on it. One, please start with high energy. Your energy level was pretty low, but later on you picked up. Start with a high energy, because a speaker, back to the first speaker, will bring the room to, wake up the room, and people will start listening because you had a lovely story to say. So be mindful of that. Second, you have been given a time. Please utilize the time. You stopped at the green card. You could go in for another 30 seconds or 45 seconds to put in some more thoughts on the crossroad button. Third, what I would like you to do is that when you are narrating a story, you have given the title as Crossroad. The purpose was how to be in the crossroad and what choices we need. We have heard your part of the story. That was all fine. But what about life? You summarized it in a few sentences. What would have been more interesting is that if we could get a few examples, like every morning we are at a crossroad. Do we go to a job that we don't like, or do we leave that to follow our passion? Which would be better? So certain examples or something from our daily life where we have to make a choice, instead of generalizing it, if you could have highlighted those points, would have been better. I would challenge you to use your vocal variety in a much more effective way. Yes, it was there, but I would love it to be a notch higher. And when you saw that line behind you, everyone was waiting. I wanted to come out in your voice, that how were you feeling at that time? There was a big line behind me, and I was still fumbling on what to say, is what I would love to hear from you. Overall, a very good speech. You are a very good speaker, and all the best for your forthcoming speeches. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters Samita. Toastmasters Smriti, you're a very good speaker. Toastmasters Samita, you're a very good evaluator. So it's a very good combination I have with me right now. Just one feedback to you, Toastmasters Samita. Honestly, you did a fantastic evaluation. You gave very valid points on which the speaker can work. Just you said, however, right? You were giving her praise, and then suddenly you went down very slow and said, however. So I would say, this is my personal suggestion, that instead of using that word, however, you can say, I loved all these things. Now, let me tell you some points that I feel like may take it to the next level. Now, this becomes very, I know this is like, what is the point? It's just an however. But and Smriti is a very strong speaker, so she won't take it as an offense. Neither will she get, discouraged. But if some speaker comes on stage, they may get discouraged, because we have a habit as humans, we forget all the positive points and we focus on that everything after however. So just as evaluators, if we can, engage in a more positive way, that's it. But otherwise, the evaluation was very nice. Smriti, I love you. I love your speeches every single time. And not just because you are a really good speaker, but you bring in those topics which make you think about your life. What you said about Subway made me think about my first encounter with Starbucks and the choices that I had to make at Starbucks. So it's very relatable, very connect was built with the audience. And that's why I'll tell you, what I loved about your speech was the idea, the concept that you brought in of Subway, and how as Indians we struggle with the accent, and how as Indian we struggle with something new, all those things. One particular feedback I'll tell you, the highlight of the speech was the accent, right? If you could have brought in that American or British accent, OMG, I'll tell you, we would all be laughing right now. I would be laughing right now. I was waiting when she said, by the way, we cheese, American cheese, cheddar. If you could have brought in that element of the accent, and she said, do you want your bread toasted? Do you want your bread? That's the highlight of the whole speech. That is where that voice modulation, next level that now you have to think about, right? Because that is the core. That's my first suggestion. And the second suggestion I'll tell you, I felt like the conclusion, the core message, and the content were not matching. The core message was about crossroads and choices. The content was about confidence and about the way you felt, you know, when you went to the subway and how that accent thing. So it was very beautiful, humorous, connecting idea. But I felt I couldn't connect the where is that point of where is the crossroad in that subway? What choices are you making after that? That message was good, the content was good, but the connection was not good. So maybe think about connecting your message with the content. That's the one thing. And accent. It was a wonderful speech. Thank you so much, Brooke, Smriti, and Samita. Now let's go back to our second speaker of the day. That's Toastmaster Amit, who will be evaluated by Toastmaster Upashna. Zoom Master, can I have Amit and Upashna on stage, please? I can't see Upashna. Yes, I can. Over to you, Toastmaster Upashna.
So, Amit, congratulations for your speech. Let me start with a good point. First of all, the topic was really good, and I really thought that I would enjoy this topic. The good points I'll say, usage of simile was really good. I really enjoyed, and being a English literature student, I actually enjoyed the usage of simile. Usage of book was very good. Like, that was really good. The visual communication which you did, I mean, everybody could connect with you on that point. Third, your examples were very apt. I mean, India-Pakistan match, I could literally visualize the India-Pakistan match. When you were saying this ball, that, I could visualize, and I'm sure people who have watched it, if not, they can have that story going on, what you're trying to say. That was very good. Now, the points which you can work upon, where you can make your script more crisp. Vocal variety. The first line which you started, India, it was bit low. India, India. This was your point. If I would be in your position, it would be India, India. It should be screaming. You are enjoying as if you are in the stadium, or even you're in front of your TV. Okay, that enthusiasm, you have to bring it. You are the speaker. Cool. Second is, in between your speech became monotonous, as if you are summarizing the book. Personally, I don't want the summary of the book. I want what did you learn in your life, and how did you apply it in your life, or how will you apply it in your life? Correct? These two things I would really want you to work upon. And the challenge is, I saw that you went, you were in the red card zone. Okay, though you were not disqualified, but you were into red card zone. Try to make your script more crisp, so that you touch six and a half minutes. That should be good. And ending, I really wanted, what is your key takeaway from this book, or about cultivating mindset? What is that I should learn from you or from your speech? Cool. Apart from that, everything was really good, and I really love the topic. So thank you so very much, and all the best for your upcoming speeches.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Upashna. Today I'm having like great evaluations, you know, like first evaluator was great, second evaluator is also great. Upashna, you are really a great evaluator, because you touched on all the points that I have written. From the fact that on the stage, Amit, if you are coming on the stage and you're starting with a hook like India, India, the hook only works when you bring in the energy and enthusiasm. Otherwise, it feels like Amit is nervous. You may or may not be, but you need not let the audience know that, right? So what Upashna said, that energy needs to be there to show that you own the stage. And Upashna, let me first come to you. I loved everything about your evaluation. Just a couple of things I'll tell you to take your evaluation to the next level. One, you said you love the usage of similes. Give me some examples. I am not an English literature person. I may not have observed what similes Amit used, right? When you're evaluating, you're not just evaluating for Amit. Everybody who evaluates, every person in the audience is listening to you. We are also learning from your evaluation. So if you could give us examples of what were those great simile usages, I'm also learning something new. That's one. And the second, I'll tell you, your evaluation was really nice. A little bit more structure to the evaluation will make it crisp and clear for everyone. So that when an evaluator evaluates, like point number 1, I like this, point number 2, I like this, then point 1, 2, 3, you can work upon. Why this point form is important, you know, because I want to take that message back and work on it. Amit wants to work on it, and even the audience wants to work on it, right? We are not here to always make a mistake and learn. We'll learn from others' mistakes also. So when you are giving me a very organized evaluation, that helps everybody. Otherwise, fantastic evaluation. Thank you so much. Amit, I think Upashna has done a fantastic job. I don't have too much to say. I loved the topic. Obviously, I was glued the moment you said India-Pakistan match. Just couple of recommendations, okay? The first one is, I felt personally, you could have reduced the time of describing the India-Pakistan match and the stadium and gone directly to your theme. Because what happened, you took too much time there, which I enjoyed as an audience, but then you took away the time from conclusion and justifying your conclusion. So that balance of core message and entertainment has to be maintained. And second, I'll tell you what I would have loved if I was in your place. You gave all these examples, fixed versus growth mindset, view success and failure, how to create a winning mindset, and 4 points surrounding yourself with winning people. If you could have correlated each and every point with Team India, that would have been amazing. That would have been like amazing speech. Imagine you said fixed versus growth mindset, and you could have just simply said, Kohli is someone who has a growth mindset. And we can see that by his so-and-so action. And that is why Team India as whole has a growth mindset. And that is the reason why India wins. Or you could have said, view success and failure. You could have brought in the failures that India has gone through. Still, because India has a growth mindset, we are succeeding more and more. Winning, surrounding yourself winning people. Classic example, how people like Kohli have come in, and with his enthusiasm and his personality and style, he has actually transformed the Team India. Not just Kohli, there are a lot of people. This is just an example. So how Team India surrounds itself with growth mindset people, and that leads to winning the World Cup. So if you could correlate each and every lesson that you were teaching us with Team India, that would have been perfect. But otherwise, I loved the speech. Thank you so much, Amit. Thank you so much, Upashna. Next, the third speaker of the day is Toastmaster Abigail, who will be evaluated by Toastmaster Suresh.
Yeah, thank you,
Zoom
Chief Evaluator. Yeah, good. Sorry.
Zoom Master, can I have Toastmaster Suresh and Toastmaster Abigail? I can see Toastmaster Suresh here. Yeah, thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Suresh.
See, one of the primary concerns which affect all of us as speakers when we come up to speak in front of a crowd is the urgent need to establish a kind of a connection with our audience. And Abigail Verdes, you did that wonderfully well, and you did it in a variety of ways. One of the most outstanding features in your speech was the way you were able to establish connection with a great clarity in your voice. You have such a wonderful speaking persona. You're so calm, you're so collected, and you're such a self-assured speaker. And that came through in every weft and weave of your speech. That was very wonderfully done. I like the way you use gestures. Gestures actually add more impact and more meaning to your words, and you did that very well. I like the way your gestures was in total consonance with what you said, and that magnified the impact of your message multifold times. That was very well done. Your material was very well researched. You had actually taken the pains of highlighting the benefits of listening. That was very well done. But the creme de la creme of your speech was the illustration which you gave, where you invited two members from the audience and asked them to have two conversations between themselves, and then asked them and to tell the audience about what they actually heard and interpreted. So I can't think of a more classical example for checking out the listening prowesses of people, and that was very beautifully done, and that was that brought out the power of illustration very well. I just have a couple of recommendations for you, Toastmaster Abigail, and the first one is that since you have such a engaging speaking persona, I felt that you were looking at the at your screen most of the time, and I got a feeling that you were reading. I hope I was wrong, but one of the first things to master in an online meeting is to maintain eye contact, and eye contact is established by looking at the camera. My cameras are here, I'm looking at you, and when I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking at you. So this is one of the fundamental things you've got to master in an online meeting. The other thing is that despite the fact that your illustration where you picked in two people, I felt a lot of time was wasted, and I thought that was your undoing ultimately, because you were disqualified. You overshot your mark. So next time when you're calling people from the audience to volunteer, you give them a heads up beforehand, because there's something known as the bystander effect. Prepare them instead of you searching around, will you come, will you come, will the other person come? So plenty of time is lost in that. So next time, set up with someone you know before, and then do your illustration. And I'd like to wrap up my evaluation that your speech tonight was a true testament to your ability as a speaker and a communicator. Your ability to convey concepts through illustration was an absolute masterclass. Maintain eye contact, try and be a little more mindful when you're picking audiences to illustrate your story. And all in all, I think if you get this under your belt, you will be a speaker to be reckoned with. And I look forward to coming and listening to more of you in the coming days. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Suresh. To be honest, I didn't evaluate you. I was just listening to you. The way you speak, I mean, what you speak is secondary, but the way you speak, sir, the grace and the poise with which you speak is something I think I want to learn, and I want to, get to that level. So I was just listening to you, and it was really lovely. Your evaluation was so very much to the point. You gave her all the good things that she deserves praise for, and two were really good recommendations. Nothing more to add to you, sir. Thank you so much. Abigail. Wow, I think Suresh sir has already said whatever that has to be said. I'll tell you what I really loved about the whole thing. One is that activity that happened, obviously. And second, I've written down this. You said in the conclusion, listening is beyond languages. And only through listening do we find and gain trust with people. I loved that conclusion. I wrote it down because I was like, wow, that is something really impactful. And I wish that was something you would have expanded on in the content. Because I personally felt that your introduction was something that was important, but well known. And you are someone who can bring in a lot of unique perspectives. Because in the end, I heard you and I was like, wow, she's bringing new and unique perspective to the concept of listening. Everybody knows listening is more important than speaking, but you brought in a very beautiful message in the end. I just hoped that you could have expanded more on that concept of how listening is important beyond languages, beyond cultures, how that connect people. That's one thing. And second, I'll tell you, for that activity, as Suresh sir rightly mentioned, work on giving crisp instructions. Write down your instructions. So whenever I have an activity in a speech, or I'm doing a podcast or anything where I know I'm going to involve 3-4 people outside, right? I write down the instructions. 2 people I'm calling, volunteer 1, what will be the first instruction? Volunteer 2, what will be the second instruction, right? And who will then give the next answer? Who will give that? Writing down and giving crisp instructions reduces the time that is wasted and gives you more time to conclude your speech. So you won't be disqualified. Activity was super, needed to be crisp, and that will happen when you will write your instructions and be prepared for that. But otherwise, fantastic speech, fantastic thing. Thank you so much, Abigail. Thank you so much, Suresh sir.
Thank you.
All the best, and thank you to all the speakers and evaluators. You guys did a fantastic job. Now going to the Taggle team. Timer Dave, can you please provide your timers report?
Sir, I will be sharing my report. Zoom master, can you provide me the screen sharing right? Thank you.
Yes, done.
So here's my report for today. Toastmasters Smriti took 5 minutes 5 minutes 46 seconds. Toastmaster Amit took 7 minutes 11 seconds. Toastmaster Abhigil took 8 minutes 39 seconds. All the table topics speakers were qualified and took 2 minutes 17 seconds by Toastmaster Samita. Toastmaster Anand took 2 minutes 1 second. Toastmaster Manvi took 2 minutes 4 seconds. Toastmaster Suresh took 1 minute 29 seconds. And Toastmaster Upasana took 1 minute 41 seconds. All the evaluators were qualified as well. Toastmaster Samita took 3 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Upasana took 2 minutes 30 seconds. Toastmaster Suresh took 3 minutes 26 seconds. I will also share my report on the chat box so you all can take notes. Thank you, and over to you, Ajay Delwell.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dev. Now I'd like to call upon our counter for the meeting today, Toastmaster Sandeep. Toastmaster Sandeep, can you please present your report? Zoom Master, kindly highlight Toastmaster Sandeep. Spotlight. Yes, your spotlight.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. I do not have a report to share per se because during the course of the meeting, the only R's that I heard were from my own mouth. Rest of the speakers, the role players, and the evaluators did a fantastic job of not using any pause fillers or any crutch words. There were a couple of crutch words like I mean and you know used by Madam General Evaluator, but other than that, everybody did a very flawless job. So I don't really have an Excel to present. Over to you, madam.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sandeep. I will take that into note that I use I mean and you know a lot as crutch words. Thank you so much for reminding me about that. Next, let's go to our grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Jyoti. Jyoti, you're not audible clearly. Like your voice is breaking.
I guess now it's fine.
Yes, yes.
So today's word of the day is mellifluous. That means sounding sweet and smooth. And it was used only by our general evaluator, Joanne Joseph. Some of the good usages I noticed in this meeting: phenomenal, plug control, climate change, iconic brand, essence and presence, army of people, crossroads, voice out your choices, the atmosphere was electric, ripped through, and many more, but I noted some. Some of the rhetorical questions which means answers not required. For example, what do you do about your crossroads? Used by one of the Toastmasters. Who's who? Anaphora, the repetition of word or phrase at the beginning of successive clause, and it was used by T.M. Manvi. That she has used the place where we live, the place where we travel. Some of the proverbs are used by our TMOD: reduce, reuse, and recycle. TM Smriti has used life gives you a lot of choices. Listen to your inner voices. Some of the hyperfora, for example, you ask question and then you answer that by yourself. So TMOD has used what's the importance of living in a healthy world? He has answered to live peacefully in a clean environment and make a better world for our future generation. What a winning mindset is. TM Amit has asked this question, fixed and growth mindset. He has answered. Are they ecologically friendly? TM Samita has used this and she answered, no, they aren't. TM Amit has said India, India, India 3 times. So yeah. Just 2 things I noticed for recommendation. One of the Toastmasters said I had a small boy, but according to that situation, she could have used, she or he could have used, I saw a small boy or I met a small boy. If mother is expected, actually the right word is if mother is expecting. That's it. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jyoti, for that detailed grammarian's report. I loved it because I get to learn all these English grammar terms, which normally I don't use or I don't hear about. Thank you so much for that. Just one recommendation to anybody who takes a grammarian's role generally. The word of the day, mellifluous. Now, I love the fact that your voice is mellifluous, and that's why I could use it. So justify that usage and say, Jyoti, you have a mellifluous voice. But what about everyone else? if we bring in a word of the day that cannot be used in a general scenario or a general strength and structure, then it becomes a little difficult for people to use it in the meeting, right? Because the usage of mellifluous is you have a mellifluous voice. That's the general usage. Where am I? Who is going to tell me, Joanne, you have a mellifluous voice? I don't. I know that, right? So then the usage is restricted. So next time, if we can be a little more conscious about the word of the day choice, bringing in new words that can be used in day-to-day or the meeting, structure, it will be great. But otherwise, thank you so much. I have learned a new word. Thank you for improving my vocabulary. Next, we have the listener. Zoom
Thank
Master,
you,
can you yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Zoom Master, yeah, okay. Shilpi is right now spotlighted. Over to you, Shilpi.
Thank you, ma'am, General Evaluator. So I have heard all speakers speak attentively. As promised, I have come up with my few questions. So here to go. What was the fast food restaurant company name that Toastmaster Smruti mentioned in her speech?
Subway?
Yes, Subway. Second question. Which order did she place in Subway?
Veg patties?
Yes. Which match did Toastmaster Amit mention in his speech that has happened recently?
India versus Pakistan.
Yeah, Pakistan World Cup.
Yes, you're right. What was the name of the book that Toastmaster Amit shown to us that is written by Dr. Carol S. Dweck?
Mindset.
Right, correct. Which place Toastmaster Manvi Kumar has mentioned in her table topic speech that she'll love to visit there?
Mountains?
Mountains.
Right. Yes, correct. Right. And the last question. What was the name of former president of South Africa that Toastmaster Abigail mentioned in her speech?
Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela.
Yes, right. So these are the questions. Thank you so much. Thank you, General Evaluator, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Shilpi. A big round of applause, guys, for the Taggle team. Thank you so much for your report. Now, I really don't have time according to the agenda to give a general evaluator's report. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply quickly just give some recommendation and some highlights for the TMOD and TTM, because I'm out of time as per the agenda for the general evaluator's report. So Gihan, let me ask you this. Was this the first time that you took the TMOD role in Gabbys, or you have done this before?
Sorry?
Was this the first time you took the TMOD role in Gabbys?
No, this is second time. First time also with general evaluator Toastmaster Joanne.
Okay, first time also I was general evaluator. Wow, I don't remember. Sorry, this is like a faux pas. Thank you so much for reminding me. Yeah, let me just tell you, congratulations. First of all, why I'll tell you, I'm seeing this huge progress that's happening in your journey of Toastmasters and in your journey as a public speaker. So congratulations for that. From someone who just came in a few months back, you started taking roles back to back, and now on your second TMOD role, that is something worthy of praise. And another thing that I liked is the theme, Go Green, or the Green World. The theme was really beautiful, nicely chosen, especially it's a festival season coming up in India. So this is something very important that people need to think about and talk about. So I loved your theme. Couple of recommendations I'll give you. Number one, as a TMOD, when you prepare your theme, right, you have to think what is the ultimate goal of this thing. So people think that TMOD's job is just to manage the meeting. Managing the meeting and managing the agenda is very important. That is one very important role. But apart from that, my dear friend, you have 15 minutes to talk, right? 5 minutes before, 5 minutes in between, and 5 minutes in the conclusion you'll get. Now, in these 15 minutes, what message or what learning do you want the 17 people who are right now in this audience to take? This is something as a TMOD that we all need to think about. because people don't realize this. See, when you speak, you influence people. And when you influence people, you change lives. So when you're coming on the stage and taking 15 minutes, you're actually having that power to change and influence people. So it's not a small thing, it's a great opportunity, and we need to cherish that opportunity. So how do you cherish that? You cherish that by thinking, what is my ultimate goal? What do I want these people to do with the fact that this is a green world, right? So that ultimate goal needs to be set beforehand. And then comes the structure. So the structure is the first 5 minutes, you should introduce the theme. The next 5 minutes, you can engage the audience and you can bring in what is your core message and conclude with that call of action of message. So that structure was missing. So if you can think about the structure and the message, I'll tell you next time you're going to rock as a TMO. Okay. And last recommendation is, I'll tell you, questions. People think that when you come on stage and you're asking a question, naturally you need to be good at it. No, I'll tell you personally, I need to frame my questions beforehand. I can change it as per the audience. Like you look at the audience and you may change a word here or there, or maybe a question here or there. But actually, you need to frame the questions beforehand. I have a written list of questions when I come as a TMO. Because I know that if impromptu, I'm trying to frame questions, many a time that framing will not work. And that's why sometimes I felt like the audience couldn't understand what you were trying to ask. So next time, think about anybody who takes a TMOD role, think about framing your questions beforehand so that you can instruct that question, give that question very cleanly and crisply and get an answer quickly. Otherwise, I'll tell you, Gihan, congratulations, fantastic job, all the best. Keep on doing that TMOD role again and again. I'll tell you, one day you'll reach like that finesse and that smooth TMOD level that I'm sure you'll get there. Thank you so much. Next, I'll talk about just the table topic master. Sudharma, So Sudharma, I know Sudharma in the past few months we have spoken, and again, like Gihan, Sudharma is someone I think with a growth mindset, works really hard, both Gihan and Sudharma, and I've seen that change happening, Sudharma, in your growth. Because I'll tell you, today's table topic session was fantastic. The questions were so good that I've written down every single question so that I can go back and think on what I will talk about them. They were very pertinent to the theme. You, honestly, I'll tell you, you being a Sri Lankan, you still thought about the fact that it's a festival season in India and you brought in those questions. That is admirable. That is something to be praised about. So that is like long-term thinking, right? You're thinking from different culture and country perspective. I'll tell you, that's amazing. I was amazed of the fact that even though you are not an Indian, you're thinking about the general audience and crowd. That shows that you're preparing for the audience, something that people don't take seriously. Kudos to you for that. Sudharma, you've gone to the next level with this preparation. And I love all your topics. I'll give you a couple of recommendations. One is energy. Next, I want you to work on energy, Sudharma, because you have such a lovely personality and smile. If you can energize the audience, because table topics is that section of the meeting which everybody loves. Prepared speeches is for speakers, evaluation is for evaluators, but table topics is for everyone. So table topic master needs to be really energetic. That brings in the energy into the audience. So work on a little more on energy. And I'll tell you, my second recommendation is speak a little slower. Now I'll tell you why. When everybody has a different kind of voice and pitch, this is natural, right? So we need to work with whatever God has gifted us. You have a husky voice. Okay? And honestly, I love husky voices. But the problem with a husky voice is if you speak quickly, I can't make out the words properly. Right? And that's not your mistake. That's the beauty of a husky voice. When you speak quickly, I can't make out the words properly. So what do? If you have a husky voice, speak a little slower. That will bring in the clarity of the word and people will get you far more better. But otherwise, fantastic job as a table topic master. I loved it. I don't have time, and honestly, I don't have too many recommendations. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Karthik and Gabbys, for giving me this opportunity to be the general evaluator. I enjoyed the meeting thoroughly. Thank you so much, and back to you, Team Gihan.
Thank you very much, Madam General Evaluator. And let's give a big round of applause for the General Evaluator and all the team. Sumaster, please launch the balance polls for the best evaluator, best role players, and best auxiliary role player. The green world. The green world concept encompasses the vision of a sustainable and ecologically balanced world in harmony with nature. This vision underscores the importance of individual and collective efforts to reduce waste, conserve energy and water, choose sustainable products, and support environmental policies. By adopting green habits and practices, we can contribute to a healthier planet and more sustainable future for all. By saying that, now I will pass control of the meeting back to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Karthik. Toastmaster Karthik, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you for that, for giving us a greener theme today. Give a big round of applause to Toastmaster of the day, Gihan. So let me quickly launch the polls for the best role taker. So now it's time for the feedback. Okay, whom do we have? I think most of us, we as Gabbys are here today. So I would like to ask few of our Gabbys members, how did they feel about today's meeting? So let me call upon the person. Okay, we do have Toastmaster
Karthik, we
Anand.
have
Anand.
Anand, Toastmaster
Yeah.
Anand.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So,
Anand, Toastmaster Anand, please.
yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much for right. Immediately, I've texted one of a member. Immediately, has given the link to join. That was a fabulous. The Gabbys Toastmasters Club is a highly receptive, and I got a constructive feedback from this grammarian. So I immediately have taken my note. I have noted that. Thank you for correcting me. And second thing is the table topic. That was a fabulous topic, completely environmental friendly topic, right? So I'm going to she has inspired me to plant a tree in my garden. That was a fabulous. I have enjoyed the three prepared speeches, and I was keenly listening to the constructive feedback given by the evaluators. A lot of takeaways. Thank you for each and every one. And the general evaluator, she has given a lot of feedback about that complete meeting. That was excellent. So it was a great learning today. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Karthik. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. Give a big round of applause for that lovely feedback. And we wish to see you back in our meetings, with our next meetings.
Sure.
And also, you spoke very well in your table topics. Thank you for picking up the table topic, and hope to see you more in attempting in table topics in our next meetings. Thank you, Toastmaster Anand, for that lovely feedback. Now, whom do we have? Whom do we have? I want to a little bit have chat with Toastmaster Sandeep. Hey, hi Toastmaster Sandeep. Please let us know how did you
Hi.
feel about the meeting. Though you were an accounter, but still I want to hear from you.
Sure. The meeting was excellent as usual. Very well prepared. All the role players came well prepared. The speakers did a fantastic job. The evaluators, of course, gave a very constructive and a very positive evaluation. The overall environment in the meeting I felt was very supportive, very encouraging for everyone. I'm sure the people who are taking roles are walking away with a lot of good learnings. If there is one small thing that I found disheartening is the number of people who are attending meeting is very low, and also very, very few people, even after multiple reminders, like to turn their camera on. But other than that, a lovely meeting.
Yes, I do agree with that. But I think it's because of the festival mode. People are into festive mode. So I think many of them, but still, we had around like 20 participants in the meeting. So that is a great number. I would still say 20 participants in an online meeting during this festival season. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sandeep, for that feedback. So, and also giving us an honest feedback. It's not just you praised us, even you gave an honest. Thank you, Toastmaster Sandeep. So, I want to hear it few words from our Madam President of Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. That is none other than Toastmaster Neha Jain. Toastmaster Neha, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Karthik. I think the meeting today was fantastic. Although I joined midway when the table topic session was towards the end, but post that the evaluations were amazing. I mean, they were really great. And of course, our GE Joanne, I've heard her speak a couple of times before. She's fantastic as usual. So all in all, it was indeed a great meeting, and yeah, looking forward to more such meetings. Back to you, presiding officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neha, for that feedback. And now it's time for the results. So the best auxiliary role taker goes to our grammarian, Toastmaster Jyoti. Give a big round of applause to her. And now coming to the next, that is the best table topic. Today, table topic speakers, we had 5 speakers and there were no disqualifications. And among 5 speakers, there is obviously one winner. But apart from one winner, other 4 speakers were into tie. 4 speakers others were tied. So just see how close they are into the table topics game. But we have one and only sole winner, that is Toastmasters Samita for the best table topic speaker. Though everybody spoke well and the tie itself speaks about that. But yes, Toastmasters Samita, give a big round of applause to her. Now let's move on to the next awardee, that is the best evaluator, and that is Toastmaster Suresh. Give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Suresh. The best role taker, that is none other than our general evaluator, Toastmaster Joanne Joseph. Give a big round of applause to her. And the last but not the least, the best prepared speaker is none other than Toastmaster Smriti Mohanty. Thank you so much for all the role takers. And I would like to specially mention today's role takers, that is Table Topic Master, General Evaluator, and Toastmaster of the Day. And you know why? Because we are ending the meeting before 5 minutes. And that is how it shows the ability of maintaining time as per the agenda, as per our meeting. I mean, it went very smooth. Meeting went very smoothly, and we are ending the meeting just before 5 minutes. And it rarely happens in Gabbys. You know, we usually go over time, but today we are on time. So give a big round of applause to all our role takers, auxiliary role takers, best speakers, TT speakers, and all those who attended today's meeting, because even though this is a festive mode, but still you switched on your mode of learning. Give applause to yourselves. Thank you. And let's meet back on this Thursday. We do have a Linkers meet today with Toastmasters Club, so don't miss that. So Linkers meet is a nice opportunity to learn from other Toastmasters Club, from other Toastmasters. So don't miss this opportunity. And we do also have a Linkers meeting on Saturday. That is with Spell Wizards Toastmasters Club. That is another great club. So please do attend these 2 meetings and keep learning, keep growing, and become a great speaker. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.